Hello everyone, I am your host Anushka and you are watching E7 News. Let's begin today's bulletin. The Karnataka government on Tuesday announced weekend and night curfews across the state which will be in effect from Wednesday till May 4. These measures to contain the spread of COVID-19 in the state come with more stringent protocols and restrictions coupled with a near total clampdown on weekends. The night curfew, which was enforced in 7 districts headquarters between 10 pm and 5 am, has been extended to the entire state and will now be enforced from 9 pm to 6 am. The weekend curfew will be enforced from 9 pm on Friday till 6 am on Monday, during which even grocery stores, vegetable, meat, milk shops will function only between 6 am to 10 am. The stringent measures came hours after Governor Vajubhai Wala chaired an all-party meeting and green signalled a full lockdown if necessary, following PM Narendra Modi's appeal to state governments that lockdowns should be the last resort. Karnataka has refrained from total clampdown but chose to implement weekend curfews and extend night curfews. The COVID situation in Karnataka has reached severe proportions, forcing the government to take stringent actions. We have no option but to enforce strict restrictions, said Home Minister Basvaraj Bommai. The Karnataka High Court on Tuesday observed that the current time was possibly the worst for the state transport unions to protest and offered to hold special sittings during the summer holiday to resolve the issues. While hearing a batch of PILs filed against the ongoing strike, a division bench of Chief Justice Abhay Srinivas Oka and Justice Suraj Govindaraj said, "We hope and trust that without compromising the demands made by the union, the employees of the 4 state-run transport entities come forward to operate buses immediately, so that common man does not suffer further." The court issued notices to the state government, state-run transport corporations and the Karnataka State Road Transport Corporation employees, leagues, unions, saying that it was not commenting on the correctness or legitimacy of demands. The court observed that such strikes would affect the fundamental rights of citizens as the state-run services were the cheapest mode of transport. The court said that people have to report to duty and go to vaccination centers. The dearth of beds and unavailability of ventilators and oxygen in Bengaluru has forced several patients to look to Mysuru for hospitalization. In several multi and super specialty hospitals in the city, infrastructure is coming under pressure as infected patients, especially the critically ill from Bengaluru, are rushing to Mysuru for oxygenated beds at a time when the second wave of COVID-19 is wreaking havoc across the state. There is a severe shortage of beds in Bengaluru, especially oxygenated ones, to treat critically ill and SARI cases. At the capitals is reporting a massive surge in cases. Many are getting admitted here. Even non-COVID patients who are referred by doctors from Bengaluru are making inquiries for beds here in the past 3 days, said a staffer of a private hospital. Even private ambulance service providers said they were getting calls from Bengaluru inquiring if they were willing to shift a patient from Bengaluru to Mysore. The trend has left health officials and the district administration worried as the district has reported nearly 40 deaths in the past week, which also comprises patients from Bengaluru and other neighboring districts. Opposition leader Siddaramaiah on Tuesday questioned Governor Vajubhai Wala's decision to hold the all-party meeting to discuss the COVID situations in the state and termed it unconstitutional. It is unconstitutional. The governor has no power to interfere in the administration of the state, the former CM said in the meeting. "I have my objections about the meeting. However, I am attending it due to respect for the governor who called this meeting." Siddaramaiah also criticized Chief Minister B.S. Yediyurappa for not calling an all-party meeting even though the expert committee constituted by the state government had reported about the COVID second wave. Congress leaders who took part in the meeting gave their suggestions to contain the COVID spread. That's it for today. If you have any news to share, you can contact us at 1800 891 3722.